Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Friday Alive. With me in the studio today is the wonderful Mark Watson on his knobs and buttons.
Hello.
Making everything work for us
Just
today.
realised I left the door open.
Sorry, that is my fault. I have left the door open. Right, so let us do our equipment check. Mark, have you got a pen?
I have got a pen.
Woohoo! Have you got your Heathlands pen? Hooray!
Here's a Heathlands pen.
Have you got your bits of paper?
I have, with one random word written on it, or two. It says Trevor Cheeseman.
Ooh, more about that.
Later on.
None. Do you have a drink today?
I do.
Ching ching, sir.
Water.
So, now that we've done our equipment check, what is on the agenda for today? So, coming up in our show today, we've got news, information and thanks, as usual. Followed by our art showcase. This week, featuring children in need, dressing up, spelling, pyjamas, yes, and of course, the Great British Rudolph.
And Trevor Cheeseman.
You're not going to stop saying that, are you?
No.
I don't know if it's going to catch on for me, but never mind. Anyway, more about that anon. So after that, we'll have a little look at what's been going on across the Heathlands footprint outdoors.
And there's a lot of yellow today for some reason.
Yes. We'll do Heathlands Habitat, which this week is a very short film about the types of trees we have here at Heathlands. And then we will round everything off with, you know, shout outs, normal bits and bobs, and everything like that. So the weather today, it's been a bit grey, hasn't it, Mark? It's not been the best.
It's not been the best day. It's another one of them ones where it's cloudy, sunny, cloudy, sunny, cloudy, sunny.
Yeah, but it's not rained.
It's not rain.
It rained yesterday, but it's not rained.
It's not particularly cold either. It's just a bit meh.
It's just grey. Meh.
Yeah.
As you say, yes, meh. So that's the weather. News this week. As I was saying, we have been celebrating and taking part with children in need this week. All week, yes. So Monday was Messy Hair Day. Tuesday was Wear Wacky Clothes to Work. Wednesday was Wear Your Pyjamas to Work, which quite a few people actually got involved with. I was impressed.
Dean.
That was the one that impressed me the most. Dean coming in his gym jams really surprised me.
Surprising to see a man wear pink pyjamas as well.
But there were animal ones though.
I was leaving they had a mystery because we didn't have a photo. You've ruined it now. I was going to tell everyone there were pink Barbie ones and he had a little...
Yeah, so Dean was wearing Muppets. It is Muppets, isn't it?
It was animal out of Muppets.
Yeah, animal out of Muppets. Pyjamas. As was the lovely Maria.
She was.
They were coordinated. I had Cookie Monster ones on.
Which was Sesame Street, which is a different franchise.
Yes. And you were wearing Pikachu, weren't you?
I was wearing Pikachu.
There you go.
But underneath my clothes because I was upstairs and no one had to see it anyway, so a bit pointless.
So yes, Wednesday was pyjama day. Yesterday was Wear Spots. And today is my day. It's Wear Yellow Day, which I do not have any kind of issue with. Mark, have you worn any yellow?
I don't think I own anything yellow apart from a Pikachu shot.
Love to change that. Never mind. So that was Children in Need Week. So other news coming up. Christmas at Heathlands. So we really enjoy Christmas here at Heathlands, and we stay open throughout. However,
not Christmas Day though.
No. Well, we don't open on bank holidays. Basically, that's it.
National holidays.
National holidays, we're not open. All the rest of the time, we are. So while we will be open over Christmas, Heathlands at Home will be doing a kind of short break over the Christmas period. So we will still be providing you...
There'll be loads on.
Yeah, we will still be... Can I finish?
No.
We will still be providing you with all of your usual scheduled activities. However, instead of a lot of them being live, we will be doing pre-recorded sessions. Now, we're doing this for Heathlands at Home online, but we will also be doing our pre-recorded sessions to make a special edition DVD for you, like we did last year.
Yes.
So, watch out for a goodie bag in the post, basically.
Yes, it'll be activity book and things.
Yes.
And they may or may not relate to the things that happen throughout the week as well.
There you go. And as part of that, I have heard hot off the press today that the signing group are specifically and specially learning Christmas songs.
Yeah. We're not allowed to start practicing them until December because Paul has a thing about Christmas things happening before December. So the first one's the second of December.
What was that thing I sent Spiff on Facebook?
I don't know.
Something about we won't stop shouting about the occupation of Christmas in November. Something like that. Basically, there's quite a few of the staff here who don't agree with Christmas stuff going on before December. But because Mark and I have to work on the Heathlands at Home stuff, we're already starting.
Yeah, Mars did.
Yep.
I was thinking about Christmas back in July.
So there we go. And lastly for the news, Best Together groups. So our Best Together groups work in Harrowby, Brampton and in Penrith. And they will also be doing a short break over Christmas. So I have an email from the lovely Nick Robinson here to tell me that Stitch and Bitch, which is the Brampton group that runs on a Monday, will be closed on Monday the 27th. So that's the day after Boxing Day. And they will also be closed Monday the 3rd. So that's the Monday after New Year. So those 2 dates, there will be no stitching group in Brampton. And then for Keep Fit with Cake, in Harrowby and Penrith, they will be closed on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and that's the Harrowby group. And then the Penrith group will be closed Friday the 17th, which is the Friday before Christmas Eve. And then they will also
be Black Eye Friday, or is that the one after Black Eye Friday? Because technically,
no, it's Black Eye Friday. Yes.
Yeah, because
so,
they'll all be Boxing Day, wouldn't it?
So Harrowby's just closed for 2
Boxing
weeks.
Day.
Penrith is closed for 3 weeks. So Harrowby is Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Penrith is Black Eye Friday, the 17th, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Eve as well. And there ended the news.
There is something extra which I forgot to mention.
I asked Mark if there was any other news.
Well, it was when you mentioned Nick's name before I remembered I had the bocce results.
Have you got bocce
So
results?
I've got bocce results from this week. Playing were Heathlands C, which is Michael Aiken, Connor, and Chris P. And they played Beaumont A. And the score was 8-10 to Beaumont.
So,
we lost.
8-10?
8-10. So
sad times.
So it says at present, Beaumont B and Heathlands B are tied at the top place with 4 games each.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
All to play for then. So well done everybody who's been playing bocce. Thanks. So as usual and as always, a huge thanks to all of the staff and all of the volunteers here at Heathlands for just doing absolutely spectacular work, especially this week with all of the children in need activities that we've had going on.
You must have opportunity to use Heathlands footprint.
I've already said Heathlands footprint today.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, a huge thanks to everybody who's been taking part in all of our activities and all of the creative stuff that's been going on. It's down to you guys on the ground floor, putting that effort in that makes it such a special place to work at. So thank you very, very much for all of your hard work.
Yep.
Not just around Heathlands, sorry, not just around children in need, but everything that you do. And also thank you to you guys out there in TV land and across the Heathlands footprint, Mark. Just for making our jobs an absolute joy that it is. So well done, guys. I think before we go on to Art Showcase, we should have a little bit of a screen peep. Mark, who's there and what do they want?
All right, so first in today was Anthony Rudd with the long-awaited question that everyone asks. What have you had for your lunch?
What have you had for your lunch, Mark?
I had the finest as the sushi.
Ooh, nice.
And a cup of hot water.
Very good.
What did you have?
I've had a cup of tea and a cup of tea. Not usually for me to not have lunch, but I have got some lunch downstairs. It's just I've been rushing about a bit and I haven't had it yet.
What have you got for lunch?
I have got French baguette and cheese.
Oh.
Yes. So I'm going to have some cheese and bread, which sounds really like kind of
French.
ration food, you know, cheese and bread. But no, it's really delicious because I've got goat's cheese. Goat's cheese camembert. It's absolutely fab. So thank you, Anthony. Who is in next?
Right, then we have Abby Atkinson.
Hi, Abby.
With she's off on Monday for operation, so
You are up next week. And we hope that everything goes well for you, Abby.
Yep. Then we have Jackie Best with hello from Jacob, Adrian, Vicky, Ryan, and Wayne in the blue bubble. Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys. Hope you're having a good day over there in the bubble.
Then Jackie back in with sorry, she meant the orange bubble.
Yes, I was thinking blue bubble's not right, is it?
Yep.
Never mind.
Then
Hello, orange bubble.
Heathlands, which will be commented by Jeanette. Hello from Fisher Arms. Oh, we can do it today because she's back in.
1, 2, 3.
Hi,
Hello, Jeanette.
See how long it takes to come back. Then we have Alan Henshaw.
Hi, Helen.
Hello, Helen and Mark. What have you had for your dinner from the green bubble? Well,
Hey!
we've already done our lunch or dinner one, so we'll do the evening one. What are we having for tea tonight? Any ideas?
I hadn't really thought about it.
No, it's going to be a mystery, a surprise.
Yeah.
Usually when we get a bit too confused, we'll let Eva choose.
We do, yes.
And then we end it with pizza or fish and chips.
Either of the... Well, no, we had pizza last night, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know yet, Alan. So...
Yeah, it could be anything.
It could be.
A world of surprise and opportunities ahead. And that is it for now.
That's everything. Right. Then, thank you for doing the screen peeps. I think we will move on to this week's art showcase.
Mm-hmm.
This week featuring children in need, dressing up, pyjamas, spelling, and of course, the Great British Rudolph.
Plus Trevor Cheeseman. There we go.
So, I'm not sure whose work this is because they weren't labelled in the folder, but
No,
this is a
good one.
wonderful piece of work that's been done as part of our remembrance activities last week.
I'm
heather?
going to guess.
I think that might be a heather,
I'm looking
actually.
at the table. That could have been done in the blue bubble.
No, I'm thinking looks like a heather. Spiff, if you are watching, oh no, you won't be because you're doing arts. If anybody out there knows whose this is, do please comment, but I'm fairly certain that's a piece of work by Heather. And it's absolutely beautiful, so well done, whoever you are. And more about remembrance. So I didn't get these pictures put into last week's art showcase / activity, Extreme to the Max folder because I was literally still doing the poppy appeal with Mark down at Asda. So this was myself and Connor.
Wear that warrior t-shirt on purpose.
I don't know. But it's a good t-shirt. He got lots of comments about that t-shirt actually. So this was myself and Connor doing the stall up at Asda at Kingworthy. And that was on the Tuesday morning. And I think the next picture will be myself and, well, it's Mark doing the table on Friday. So that's why we couldn't get the photos to you because we were literally still sat there doing the table. But I just wanted to say a huge thank you and well done to the guys. We're still waiting on the total for how much has been collected this year, but I was talking to Tony Perini yesterday and he reckoned that at his shop in the lanes in Asda when he was working there, he'd done over £8,000.
Wow.
Which is a huge achievement. So as soon as we know our totals, we will let you know. And on remembrance, I've put these photographs in just so that I could show Eva to say thank you to our little girl because Eva wanted to do a window display for remembrance to pay her respects. And this is what we did at home. So this is our front window at home, guys.
Very good it is too.
So Eva was really, really proud of doing this window display and she was particularly proud of, you can't see it in this photograph because it's at night, but maybe the next one shows it more. She was particularly proud of her purple poppies, which are for war animals, if you have not heard of that before. So yes, if you see someone wearing a purple poppy, they are paying respects to the animals that were lost during the war, and that includes horses, dogs, and pigeons. Did you know? So there you go. Now we did say we were going to have quite a bit of children in need bath. So this is activity in the purple bubble, I believe, and the guys have been doing Pudsey Bear collages.
There's a lot of happy faces there.
There is. Do you know what? All the activity that's been going on this week, everybody seems to have been in really good spirits with it. It's been lovely to see. So well done, you guys.
The first of the dressing up ones. I take it this is pajama day.
No, this was yesterday.
Okay. Well,
This was yesterday in the purple bubble again. And yesterday was wear spots to work. So you can see Heather there in the background. She's got a tie-dye top on, which has got kind of tie-dye spots on it. Emma has gone the full Sunday dinner there. She's gone way and beyond what needed to be done. Spots all over, so fantastic. And if you notice, all three of the ladies there have all got Pudsey ears on.
I can see.
So well done, guys, for that.
I didn't realise the brown Pudsey is the female Pudsey. I don't know what she's called.
Blush.
Blush, is it?
She doesn't have a patch. She wears a bow in her hair. There you go. And this is a quick photograph of one of the cakes that the lovely Joy brought in. So Joy, very, very kindly, quite often, like through the summer, she'll bring a nice lollies if it's a hot day. She brings in biscuits and cakes for us as well. But yesterday, wonderfully, she brought in this great big box of Pudsey Bear muffins.
Look nice.
Yes, so thank you so much, Joy. That was really kind of you. So this was...
So I think this is collaborative work from the Orange Bubble.
It is from the Orange Bubble. So I think Vicky, Rebecca, I'm not sure if Jacob was involved, but yes, all the people over in the Orange Bubble have been doing a massive display for Pudsey this week. So well done, you guys. Now, I did say that we were going to include some spelling. Spelling?
Oh,
What's that about?
It's a spelling game.
So Robin over in Blue Bubble has been working on and playing with this spelling game. And he asked specifically to have a photograph taken of him because he was so proud of himself for getting all of that done. So well done, you
can
Robin.
see by his face as well, proud of himself.
No, absolutely
Just
great work.
the word of
So, yeah, well done. And here's the lovely Rebecca over in Orange Bubble, who has also been doing some of the tissue paper kind of
I think we've got a
collage.
close-up of this one.
Pudsey.
There it is.
Look at that. That's absolutely
Patches on
fantastic.
the opposite side, man.
Oh, yes. So, those of you who don't know, Pudsey always usually wears his patch on his right eye, but that one is on the left. So yeah, great work, guys. And there is Blush that we were commenting on. Spiff and I were having a conversation about this yesterday, right? We're determined, we're convinced, right, that we've come from an alternative timeline because I have no recollection of this at all. I did not know that Pudsey had a female sidekick.
Well, I only knew because I was looking for gifts before, and there was gifts that explained it was a male and a female.
Yep, no, absolutely no recollection of Blush whatsoever. Whereas Jackie's like, yeah, it's been on for years. So yeah, different timelines, definitely.
Bizarre. Awesome.
Right.
That's Pudsley in a boxing glove, by the way.
So this is the Blue Bubbles wonderful display board this week, and they've been doing colouring of Pudsey. So well done everyone in the Blue Bubble who's been doing that. And that's going back to the Orange Bubble. That's the massive that's the massive display that they've done over on Orange Bubble, which is Vicky, maybe Wayne. Yeah, Vicky, Wayne, Rebecca, maybe Leanne? Yeah. Donna can tell us.
It's a very, very active group.
Well done, guys.
I think the Blue Bubble's more of a give me a computer group. Oh, look, they're chilling out there.
So,
in the pyjamas.
I think this must have been yesterday because we've got another photograph
Oh, it's
of...
pyjama day, is it not?
Yes. So we've got no, not yesterday, the day before, Wednesday, in pyjama day. And as you can see there, Lord of the Parish, Mr. Robin Francis, looking like, I don't know, he's full of Christmas dinner. So it was pyjama day, and Robin came in this fantastic
unless it was
Christmas
spot
jumper.
day because there's spots on the Christmas tree.
Maybe, not sure.
Who knows?
Now this is definitely pyjama day because I took this photograph. So well done, Jamie, for coming in your pages. Jamie always is really enthusiastic about getting involved with things. And yeah, there he is, playing pool, casual as you like, in his gym jams. So it was definitely pyjama day because there is Anthony and Joanne in our blue bubble.
Unless you wore the same clothes for 2 days.
In their pyjamas for pyjama day. So well done, guys, and thank you for letting me take the photograph of you together.
Almost looks like they like each other. Yay!
So this is the fantastic Daniel. I mean, how happy does that man look about wearing his Pudgy shirt? So this was definitely yesterday because it was Spots Day. And I spotted him wearing his spots with Pudsey. On that, by the way, I should mention, right, we did a quiz yesterday, as we do every Thursday, yeah? But we do the quiz in advance and we give it out so people can take it home and bring it back. So like Wayne, for example, can take it home and Daniel brings his quiz back for him, for us to mark. Yesterday, this young man came in with his sheets, but then, bold as brass, owned up and said, I didn't do my quiz, I got Helen to do it for me. Not this Helen, his Helen at home. So that's...
How was it scoring? Was it better?
It was like nearly full marks. So well done, Helen, you did fantastic on the quiz. Now this, right, I had to ring Spiff and ask for an explanation about this. You know, a couple of weeks ago we were talking about the fact that Donna had brought in some gnomes for somebody to have a project to paint, basically. Well, Spiff came in today, right, sat down and was talking to Donna, didn't notice that she'd put more gnomes in the office. So if you skip to the next one, there you go, right? That's in the art room office, purple bubble office. Spiff had come in, sat down, was talking away, doing his job, did not notice that there was a random gnome sat right next to him. So well done, Donna. Good pranking.
Observed.
And there's the other gnomes for you. So we've got 4 of these now. They seem to be breathing in the night.
They look a bit grey-faced.
Well, they need painted.
I think they've just faded.
Yes, that's why Donna's brought them in, because they've faded. They need paint.
I'm sure John collects it as well.
So this is something I don't know about. It's in the folder. It's not named. It's not
Very
marked.
good.
So I'm going to be mentioning this to Spiff or anybody else out there. If you upload things into the folder, could you please name them so we know what we're talking about? Because that's absolutely stunning, but I've got no idea who's done it.
There's
So
no
if you
real
know out
clues
there...
yet, either.
Sorry?
There's no real clues.
No.
The remote. I'm trying to think where that remote's from.
All the bubbles have remotes.
Well, that's a Samsung remote, and the only Samsung telly's in the blue bubble. So that's been done in the blue bubble.
It's absolutely stunning, whoever's done it.
So it's someone from the blue bubble. Do you like my powers of deduction there?
Yeah. So, well done. So these are a few more photographs of all the decorations and activity that's been up over at the Heathlands site. So this is our lovely cafe with Pudsies waving out the windows. And that's the blue bubble over there.
Oh, and with John.
And another man who's really happy about wearing a Pudsey shirt. Look at the face on that. That's absolutely fantastic. Could the man be more pleased with himself?
Well, so this is the blue bubble working out to Maria this morning.
It is, yes. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of yellow there. Is that Jackie in a Brazil shirt?
No, it's Donna.
Is that Donna? Well done, Donna. I wouldn't have put you down as a football fan. But there we go. So yes, working with Maria, you said?
Yes.
Everybody getting full force involved there, which is fantastic. And
including Pudsley Bear.
Including Pudsley Bear. And well done for everybody who's dressed up in yellow. Great
I used
stuff.
to have an Adidas Brazil top that was very similar to that.
Did you?
Yeah.
There we go.
A long time ago. Spiff in Puzzlies.
So I'm presuming this was taken this morning as well because it is in Purple Bubble and they will be doing art today. And
I think he's making a little touchy-feely book for Mike.
Oh, fantastic. That's
I think that's
cool.
what they were doing. Touchy-feely art.
Yeah, we've gone very textural in art this the past few weeks, which is great. And this is the fantastic Wayne, who is over there in Orange Bubble, also wearing his putty shirt. So well done, you.
That's the bouncer of the Orange Bubble.
That is a fantastic. See now, that photograph of Jacob, when you see him out and about, he's absolutely beaming. Got a pudsey shirt on.
Your name's not down, you're not coming in.
And he's over there, arms folded, in Orange Bubble, going, when we going out, yeah? So I
think he was on his way to go out and I stopped him and asked for a photo. He's like, take it then, now, please.
Is that Jackie?
That's Jackie.
There we go.
Pudsey onesie.
Jackie in a pudsey onesie. Well done, Jackie. You really are enjoying that as well. That's fantastic. Is that today?
Yes.
Yes, it is, isn't
pudsey
it?
Socks on as well.
Oh, fantastic. Well done. Connor?
Nope.
Who's that?
That's Nesh.
Is that Nesh? Oh, get on. Fantastic work, Nesh. So as you can see, lots and lots of people have got involved and got on board with doing the children in need stuff this week. What's going on here? He looks far too comfortable.
Ryan's showing everyone the art of chilling.
Well, you couldn't get more perfect than that, could you?
Beanbag, chill
Beanbag,
out.
massive cushion.
Nice big leather cushion behind him.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm taking that's got a lady on each side as well.
Well, there's definitely a Maggie there. Not sure who's on the other side.
Well, I could see white painted fingernails, so I don't know of any men on this site that wear white fingernails.
Ah, and we did say that we had the Great British Rudolph. So Daphne sent me this fantastic photograph of Joanne this week, who has made Malteser cake. Now, would you just look at the size of those slabs? How much chocolate has gone into that? It's
And you can tell by the look on
unbelievable.
her face that she knows that as well. So, oh,
Yeah.
decadence.
Take me photo, but I'm getting into this as soon as you're done. So
She's just missing drool down the side of her mouth.
honestly, Joanne, you should look as pleased as Punch about that because they look fantastic. Well done, you.
And now we have.
Ah,
Do you know who this is?
I do know who this is because I saw her working on it yesterday.
Oh,
This is the work of Emma Davidson.
it is.
So each individual sequin that you see there has been put on individually by hand and it's got a pin going through it. So all of the sequins are held on with pins. It's a proper labour of love. It takes a very long time to do. So honestly, Emma, well done you.
So every single one of them's got a pin.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, it really is. It's laborious. It takes an awful lot of patience to do that.
Well done.
So yeah, absolutely stunning work. Well done, Emma.
And now we have Trevor Cheeseman.
Trevor Cheeseman. So, Trevor Cheeseman, who's that, you might ask? Well, Spiff, in all of his unusual glory, decided that he would nickname this blue tit. This blue tit has been coming into the art bubble, the purple bubble, every day this week. Spiff's gone in and gone, why is there a blue tit in here? And then got it out, and then the next morning, opened up, why is there a blue tit in here?
Yeah, it's got its own little passage into it.
3 days in a row, blue tit's been in the purple bubble, and we worked out that there's a little hole in one of the walls in the purple bubble there, and it's been coming in overnight and keeping warm, eh? So there he is again.
Someone's going to let you out in the morning, it's quite good.
There we go. So, unfortunately for Trevor Cheeseman, Mike has plugged the hole now,
Oh,
so he
Trevor.
won't be back. But yeah, always nice to see that wildlife is thriving at Heathlands, even indoors.
The birds are taking over. And that is the end.
Fantastic. Well done, guys. What an absolutely fun-filled and packed art activity showcase.
It was a
Extreme to the
long one,
max with all the food and bits and bobs this week. I think we will go to a quick screen peep before we do our little video for Heathlands Habitat this week.
Right, where did we get up to? We had Jackie, we had Heathlands, we had. Okay. I think it was Alan was last in, wasn't it?
Yes.
Then we had Jeanette in. I was wearing mine at home all day. I take it that means pyjamas.
Don't blame me.
It could be something else, I don't know. What was she wearing? Then Jeanette back in with we're having takeaway and wine.
Very nice.
That's the night's tea for Jeanette and family. And there's Lizzie. Then we have Michael Harrington with hello, Helen and Mark.
Hello, Michael. Hope you're well.
Yeah, good to see you. Or good to
hear from you.
Or read from you, would it be? All right. Then we have Maria in with hello from the Blue Bubble. Hello, Blue Bubble. We did say hello to you before, but that was with the wrong people.
Was, yes. Never mind.
I think it was in there today. I think there'll be Ian.
Yes. Maria. Chris?
Don't know. Maria. I think there's about 4 or 5, but I can't remember who that is. I do apologise.
Carla?
Yes, Carla's in there.
There you go. Hello.
Then we have Anthony Wood with Pippa said hello to you.
Hello, Pippa the dog.
Hello, Pippa. Woof, woof, woofity, woof, woof, woof. And then Chris Gates. Sorry, Chris.
How do, Chris? No,
Good
Chris
afternoon from Chris Gates from Blackpool.
Yep.
You okay then, Helen?
Grand, thank you. And thank you very much for joining in our Arts Live session this week, Chris. It was lovely to hear from you. So thank you very much.
Then we've got Anthony Wood back with I'm cooking next week. Now, what are you cooking though?
What are you cooking, Anthony?
He's left that space empty. Could be anything.
That's the important information we want to know. Is it a bacon butty?
Can he beat slabs of Malteser cake?
It was quite impressive, that slab.
Then last in for now is Alan Henshaw with the book club went well. Good.
Lovely to know. What are they reading at the moment?
I think they're still on How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
And then we've just ordered a load of new books. So then they've got the third Adrian Mole.
Right.
Then the second and third Dragon books. The second one is How to Be a Pirate. The third one is maybe How to Speak Dragonese. I can't remember the name of the third one. And that is it for now.
Fantastic. Well, this week for Heathlands Habitats, we have been thinking about the different types of trees we have here at Heathlands. So
we do have quite a few.
We do have a lot of trees on site. Now, I haven't actually counted up the number of trees that we have. However, this little short video is going to show you the different varieties of trees that we have here at Heathlands, which at my count this morning, right, and I'm not sure I've got everything quite yet, was 16 different species of tree. So that variety is absolutely fantastic and amazing for supporting and bolstering up our habitats and our environments for our wildlife here at Heathlands. And a lot of our trees here are very much wildlife supporting. So we plant things that animals and birds particularly can use to feed from. So things like Blackthorne and Hawthorn and hazel and things like that. We do have 165 tree saplings coming to us free of charge in the next couple of weeks. And we've got these tree saplings from the Woodland Trust. And they're doing a huge drive to have trees planted, particularly at the moment because they've been supported and they're working with something called the Queen's Canopy.
Oh, yeah.
So the Queen's Canopy, for those of you who don't know, is a kind of a drive to get trees planted for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee next year. So instead of people having street parties, I mean, you can have a street party as well if you want, but the Queen has specifically said what she would like people to do to celebrate her Platinum Jubilee is to plant trees, because she feels that will be a much better legacy than having a bit of a party. So what I say is plant your trees and have a bit of a party.
Have a tree planting party.
Absolutely. So Mark is going to hit the button that makes it work, and we will show you all the different trees we have here at Heathlands.
Okay, that's fine. That's body music. So this is horse chestnut.
Yeah, so on my count, we only have one horse chestnut here at Heathlands. I wasn't even aware that we had one until I started doing this kind of biodiversity survey. It is down the Lonning past Purple Bubble.
We don't technically get many conkers.
We don't get many conkers, but
it is a second one to the fruit.
Maybe. So it's one of the things that we're going to be looking at as part of our environmental sustainability plan for the future for Heathlands, is to make sure that the diversity is there. This is an ash tree. We've got a couple of these. Ash are particularly wonderful because I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but you get helicopter seats.
Oh yeah, love them.
So they're the ones that spin in autumn when they fall down. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you chuck them up and they spin down.
Yep.
Nicely weighted as well. Do perfectly.
They do.
All naturally done by
So the ash is down the Lonning as well. This is Sycamore. So most people will be able to recognise Sycamore. It's a very, very, very common tree. However, not common at Heathlands. I'm only aware of 1 or 2 sycamores on site. It's not a strong species here. So we will be looking at that as well. Now this
Norwegian Spruce.
is Norwegian Spruce. It's opposite the Purple Bubble on that big bank of trees. Norwegian Spruce, for those of you who don't know, is basically the traditional Christmas tree. So we've got a Christmas tree growing outside of Purple Bubble there.
Yeah. Which came from one of the ex-manager's houses. We dug out of his garden, didn't it?
It did. What I should say, there are some trees missing here that I haven't surveyed, assessed. But those are more horticultural trees. So we've got things like apples and pears and plums in the orchard section here. I haven't photographed those.
Crab apples.
I didn't photograph the crab apples. So yeah, we've definitely got at least 19 types of tree, if not more, 20. So this is black alder.
Black alder.
Yeah.
You said black alder then. Black alder.
Black alder. Again, not a common tree to see about. This is goat willow. We've got loads of willow on site. We've got loads of willow on site because way back when we had someone plant loads of willow. But also, willow is one of those trees that survives really, really well in wet places. And as everybody knows, Heathlands is wet.
It does get rather damp.
It does. So yes, we've got a lot of goat willow. We've also got grey willow, but I'd need to go down to the birks to take photographs of that, so there you go. Now, oak. Oak is a very, very prevalent species here at Heathlands. We have got loads of oak trees up and down
the oak as well.
Yeah, up and down the Lonning and down the birks and stuff. We've got masses and masses of oak, and oak's a fantastic species for supporting animals like jays and squirrels.
Oh.
So, for those of you who don't know, jays act very much like squirrels. They are the squirrels of the bird world. So jays are a part of the crow family, like a magpie or something, or a raven. But they're the only bird species that actually squirrels nuts. It actually stores nuts for winter.
There you go.
There you go. Now, I couldn't get a great photograph of this.
Hornbeam.
This is hornbeam. Hornbeam is a fantastic species of tree. And again, it's not one that people would immediately recognise, but it's got these fantastic, very obviously ridged leaves when it's green and young. But when it goes into winter, when it's starting to die off and the leaves are falling, its leaves completely curl up. So it's quite difficult to take a photograph of the leaf to show you.
Okay.
But we've got a few of those, which is it's a lovely species to have.
And then we have
Birch.
silver birch.
Silver birch. So
Welcome back, mister.
silver birch is another species like goat willow and white willow, which is really, really prevalent in wetland areas. Birch trees are what is called a pioneer species. So a pioneer species is a tree type that is usually the first kind of tree to grow in an area that doesn't have trees.
Yeah, easily sprouts.
Yeah. So
The seeds are...
yeah,
well,
they
well
germinate
moving,
really,
but-
really easily.
Yeah, if there's a little bit of mud in the car and it's left for a year or so, you'll definitely get a bit.
You'll get a birch tree. They just do.
Yeah.
And then we've got hawthorn. As I was
Hawthorn.
saying, hawthorn is a very common species. We've got loads of it here at Heathlands, and it's fantastic for hedgerow. So we have east-west hedgerow here at Heathlands, which is vitally important for migratory birds. So you need east-west hedgerow for birds that are migrating north or south, because they don't get too hot and too cold. So planting species like hawthorn into a hedgerow like that is fantastic, because it feeds the birds as well as sheltering them.
And we don't often use this, but technically, where me and Helen live, our estate is called the Hawthorns Estate.
It is.
We don't think we've got any hawthorn there.
So this is blackthorn. So blackthorn is not as prevalent in our countryside, and it's not as prevalent here at Heathlands, although we do have a couple of trees. We've got one that is very, very, very mature. It's massive, and it's right outside our window here in the studio.
I went to look then, but the blind's down.
So blackthorn has the most fantastic berries in the winter, and it's a really important species for feeding birds. So we had some fantastic visitors a couple of years back called waxwings. So waxwings are visiting birds to the UK. They're absolutely beautiful. They've got these fantastic crests on their heads, and they've got yellow flashes on their wings, and they look ridiculously smooth. And they particularly love blackthorn berries. And they come over when it's a particularly hard winter in Scandinavia and Russia. So if it's mild, they'll stay over there on the continent, but if it gets ridiculously cold over there, they'll come over here to feed off our trees.
There you go.
And this is hedge maple or common elder. So it's sometimes also known as hedge oak, which you can see why, because it's got that funny
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
kind of a
low...
cross between a maple tree leaf and an oak leaf.
Yeah, so it is actually an Acer species, a maple species, but it does kind of have that look of a lobed oak leaf. So yeah, and we've got a few of these down the Lonnon, which is lovely. And we've got masses and masses of hazels here
But
at
we
Heathlands.
don't get a lot of nuts at Heathlands.
Well, we don't, but we don't know if the animals are eating them first.
This is true.
So yeah,
We have lots of
hazel.
squirrels.
Hazel is a fantastic species for all kinds of wildlife. Really, really good tree species to plant.
Yeah, I like hazel trees.
Yeah. And then we've got common beech. So beech have similar leaves to hornbeam. And again, fantastic species for supporting wildlife. They're also a really good species of tree if you want to promote fungi growth. Lots and lots of specific mushrooms grow under beech trees.
Speaking of mushrooms, did you see the fungus that's growing on the damson tree?
No.
There's some growing on the damson tree, yeah.
There we go.
So what's this one? Elderberry.
This is elderberry. So those of you who like elderberry cordial,
No.
this is, no, I don't either. This is what the tree looks like. So in the spring, it gets covered in absolutely beautiful white blossom. And then over the summer, it develops all the lovely tiny black berries that you can make into, are they white berries? Can't remember. Anyway, I don't like this stuff, but you can make it into elderberry champagne or elderberry cordial.
There
And I
we
think
are.
this is the last one.
Scots pine.
Scots pine. So
It's a nice photograph.
we only have one of these left on site, and I really, really, really want to plant some more. We lost our big Scots pine this year. It died back and we don't know why. But Scots pine is an absolutely crucial species for red squirrels, and we would love to be able to promote red squirrels here at Heathlands. So we will be looking at replanting some Scots pine in the near future, hopefully. And that should be
I
the
think you're right. I
end
think that is it.
of
Oh,
Heathlands Habitat.
back to the studio.
So back to the studio. That is everything for this week. Unless you know of any specific shout outs. I don't think we've had any birthdays or anything this
No,
week.
there's a few more messages came in.
Oh, do you know what? I've got an apology to make.
Okay.
I forgot to upload some photographs to the Art Showcase Activity
Oh.
Extreme to the Max thing of the wonderful Ethan, who has joined us here at Heathlands. So Ethan is a
Okay.
new starter, and he had an absolutely wonderful day yesterday, working with Reese, who's a volunteer, and he baked cakes with us for Better Together. Did a fantastic job of the chocolate cakes. Got to take some muffins home as well. So Ethan, I do apologise for not including your photographs. I will load them into next week's folder
There you go.
just for you. So well done and thank you.
So if you want to do one last
Screen peep.
page.
Who's there and what do they want?
Right, so we had Chris and we had Book Club. Right. So Jeanette in with the second How to Train Your Dragon book is How to Be a Pirate, so I was right.
Woo!
And the third is How to Speak Dragonese, so I was right on both counts.
Well done, Mark.
And then Heathlands back in with There's not a horse chestnut tree down the Lonnon leading to Heathlands.
What?
Is there not a horse chestnut tree down the Lonnon leading to Heathlands? In the driveway?
I would have to check. I will have to check that. I'm not sure, but there's definitely one down the lawn and past the purple bubble. As I say, I've only just begun the tree survey for site because we've been focusing on things like fungi over the past few weeks because it's the absolute right time of year to be checking out fungi. I didn't have a photograph a few weeks back when we did the fungi video of the white saddles we have here at Heathlands, and that's because they've all popped up this week. And they're absolutely fantastic mushrooms. They literally look like a saddle.
Yeah, there's some on the front where I walk red as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Anthony Rudd. With you, you make me happy and good friend with me. There you go.
Oh, thank you, Anthony.
Then Alan Henshaw with him with good picture from Alan Henshaw in the green bubble. So he's saying that he liked his own picture.
Good,
Right.
because you do fantastic work, Alan.
I wonder if he's saying that that was his poppy one.
Maybe. We will
Don't know.
find out.
Or he's maybe saying I missed the picture off, but I don't remember seeing one. If I did, I apologise. And that is the end of the Screen Peeps.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this week. We hope you've had a wonderful week here at Heathlands or at home, across the Heathlands footprint and out there in TV land. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you to Mark for doing the knobs and buttons this week.
And thank you, Helen. To you. Helen.
Thank you very much. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're doing. And we will...
Probably most people will be watching Tyrannies.
Oh, I would think tonight everybody's going to be watching Pudsey, yes. So have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you again, the same time, the same place, next week. Bye, guys.
See you now.